pilots, and welcome back to Season 5 of Flight Academy. This is the second semi-final. We have more Scum, and the only non-Scum to make it up to the top, Andy with Luke and Magva. Possibly biased, possibly cheering him on. We have...
Rebel Scum, it's James.
Oh,
I feel the same Rebel Scum. Like, I'm cheering for Rebels, but there's Scum in there as well because I really like the Zuckers build that Ben has brought to this whole tournament. When it kicks off, it's brutal.
Oh, it is absolutely devastating. It was one of those like low flyers that just came in and just everyone sort of went, I3 Mist Hunter. Yeah, it's not that. Oh my gosh, it's just wiped me out. Like, out of nowhere. It's been absolutely devastating.
Now, you'll have to remind me. This is obviously a rematch because everyone played each other. Who won in their first meeting?
In the first meeting, it was Andy who won, and it was a very close match. So it wasn't. It was a good match to watch. I mean, at the time of recording this commentary, that hasn't actually gone live, so I may have spoiled it for James a little bit there.
So spoiling it for me won't spoil it for anyone else, so that's fine. True. Interesting that Ben has already split his... Oh, no, never mind. He's barrel rolling back over. I was going to say, he's splitting up his ships. That's unusual.
Yeah.
Straight back in.
Absolutely. I mean, it's such
a tough... the slowest that Diesel can move by doing that? A weird way to slow roll in.
Yeah, so... It is probably the slowest that Zizel can move doing that, but it's just one of those weird sort of things. I mean, the barrel roll on the Star Viper, I mean, it's just so much fun. And I genuinely can't wait to see it in live action one day, and also as a standard play ship. So... Oh, but we already have a long range.
Straight off with the proton torpedo. Off we go. Right.
It got the evade.
Get the evade. This is as much as I can get.
I mean, when we were sorting out lists for Flight Academy, I was having a conversation with Andy, and he was just saying to me, "How many proton torpedoes can I get in a list?" Because he loves proton torpedoes; they're one of his favorites. And
realistically, it's this.
I mean, if he'd have taken an ARC or a K-Wing, he probably got two.
So, but then you're almost going too much into it.
Yeah.
Like, you're over committing to the torpedoes.
And plus, Magva is brilliant. I think Magva is a great pilot in this because she just shuts down so much for your opponent. Like, Tiger Locks, you can only reroll one. You've basically got a rubbish fire trap.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Two shields back in on Luke. Zuckers really did not like being hit.
You say Magva shuts down a lot, yes, but Zuckers just goes, I've just got more dice. I'm not really I'm not re-rolling them. I'm just throwing more at you.
And red dice are better than green dice. In all honesty. Both players will probably be quite happy with that, but we've got the K2SO trigger on to Magva to give her the calculate. Again, I love that trigger. It's just really good.
Especially when you know your dials and you go, look, I'll assign it to me because I know I'm just doing a blue one forward. It's all good.
Ooh.
And I forgot Zuckers can barrel roll.
Yeah. It's always fun. It's always fun and interesting to watch medium and large base ships barrel roll.
Yeah.
But is that going to block Luke?
I feel like it might, unless Luke's gone. I mean,
slow.
A 2 forward might just squeeze in, but he is a rebel ship, so he might have just done a 1 forward.
I mean, they don't say the rebel 1 forward to victory for nothing, really, do they?
True.
But we'll see how that does handle, because obviously if we look at the Zizor, he's got a lovely bit of space to move into there.
I mean, with his barrel rolls, he can just find whatever space he wants.
Yeah. I can imagine that Ben. We spoke in the
Oh,
last game about focusing.
You might just sort of stay there, really.
Nice long range shot. Unless he's.
Can you reposition in some way to trigger marksmanship? Oh, that might do actually. Yeah, gets the bullseye on Luke.
Well, Luke's yet to move, but if
Oh,
Luke
right,
has
yeah.
only done a 1 or a 2.
I mean, you weren't getting it before, so you've just closed the gap on Luke.
Let's see. Oh, Luke's gone big.
Oh, is that going to get past? No, that's
It's not going to get past. You know what? That keeps marksmanship on. That's ideal. That
What a
is
good barrel
ideal.
roll from Zuckus.
Yeah. Going backwards
Also,
as well.
moved out of the way of Gizor's boost. Repositioning from Ben there, fantastic.
Yeah. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, can he capitalise and do some serious hurt into Luke? One more shield on Zuckus. Best outcome, really. But yeah, marksmanship is on. I think that's range 1.
Looks like it.
Got the focus.
And
Trigger
got
marksmanship. So that's going to be the crit going through. X-Wings only have 2 evades, right? I can't believe I'm asking that, but I very rarely fly X-Wings, so yeah, that's the crit going through. Could we see Luke wiped out in 2 shots? Okay, that's hit crit.
I wonder if potentially Andy could have used R2 at the start of this round. Like, knowing he was going to bump. Because it's after you reveal the dial, get a disarm, recover a shield. You've got a range 0 shot, it's not great, and getting a shield back could have helped.
Is good. So, I mean, damage sensor array there. Possibly R2. It's an interesting one to use second turn. Oh, that's 2 damage from Zuckus.
I guess Zuckus can't use their ability at range 0, can
No.
they? Oh, well, you got the force.
I was thinking he could use it because he's bumped, but he's the defender, so he can use it. Whoa, that was incredibly lucky there.
Magva.
Oh, what a shot from Magva.
Yeah, Magva is not happy with, I'm assuming, Zuckus.
Yeah, Magva is angry at Zuckus.
Ooh. I mean, depending on this crit, that could be particularly nasty.
3 of the crit.
Can't see what it is. He's not grabbing another card, though.
It's stunned pilot.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Not bad. I mean,
1 health and the lowest, well, shared lowest initiative actually with Magva. Luke might be able to just ping that 1 bit of damage through, but saying that, Luke is stressed, so he's going to have a little bit of trouble turning around this turn at least.
Fortunate for him that Xizor is stressed, so can't obviously turn around and get straight back at him.
I guess Andy might just disengage this turn, go fast, do a blue, regen a shield with R2. Magma looking like she's doing a stop.
90 degree, I reckon. Catch that.
And rotate, I like it.
Yeah. Very nice. And looks like could probably fit in a 1 forward rotate next turn, so it won't go off the board. Oh, for an ion bomb or something right now to what is Zuckus doing? Is that the 2K?
Yes,
it is the 2K. I like it a lot. If Luke hasn't gone super fast to clear,
yeah, Luke could really be in trouble. Because even if Magva gets the shot off first, there's simultaneous fire at that initiative.
okay. I was just looking at it thinking, would the 1 forward have fit, cleared that stress, and then maybe barrel roll to barrel roll to block Luke and keep him trapped there.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
That could have been quite a nice move
So,
there.
are we seeing an R2 trigger? Or are we just moving away?
R2 has been triggered, yep. That is the right call right now, because he's definitely not going to have a shot, so if you're not shooting, you may as well try and heal. Like,
is that two bank?
2 bank.
Okay. Maybe not quite as much distance as you would have liked, but...
And clearing damage sensor array.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got 1 force at the moment. Zuckus is clearly going to shoot at him, so he's going to gain that 2nd force back anyway. So he's gonna have 2 force in defense.
Oh,
but he's not going to need it.
Best. Okay, so then over to. Oh no, sorry, that was G0 range 0.
The G0 range 0. Magva at range 1 into. He's already dead, Andy.
Yeah.
So Zuckus is definitely dead, but Zuckus will get to still take a shot because they are the same initiative.
Yes. And whilst Luke did get a shield back, Zuckus can do a lot of damage.
Zuckus is just going to trigger. He's just going to go, I'm rolling.
Yeah,
you roll 3, I'm roll 4. So gets that force back.
Oop.
3 hits. Nothing to mod with.
Oh, a great roll from Luke. Spend the force.
Well done.
Big deal.
So this has become a much more challenging game for Ben now. Andy did really well just to focus Zuckus down. That was absolutely insane. But we'll see what Zyzor can do. But whilst they are just getting those dials set, just to remind you guys, if you do like what we're doing here at Out of Arc Gaming, you can support us on Patreon. The link is in the description below. We're constantly putting updates on what we've got coming up, as including the upcoming Mario Kart that we have just recently recorded and getting edited up. Patreon supporters will actually get access to all of the card assets, the digital version of that, through the Patreon as well. So if you wanted to run your own Mario Kart, you can get access to that through our Patreon. So the link for that is in the description below.
Magva going forward a bit, clearing some stress. I mean, I feel like we're going to just see Luke K-turn, and if he has a shot, which evidently he won't after that speedy maneuver, fire a torpedo. But yeah, she's all maybe trying to shift focus onto Magva, realizing that Luke is, regenning.
Well,
potentially again this turn, right?
Yeah, potentially again this turn.
Yep.
Yes, there we go. So regenning. Obviously, still the half points triggered on Luke, because even if you regen back over, you don't get the half. You don't regain those half points.
Why not?
So, but I mean, if Zyzor can get some good damage in onto Magva and possibly get half points there, it makes it a bit more of an open game. Not like that though.
Yeah, the lack of re-rolling from Benji is a little troublesome. I mean, even if he had locks, though, you can only re-roll 1 with Magva around. So
yeah, so
I can see why he's just taking focuses. He's just being maybe a bit unfortunate with the dice. I don't want to be too much like, oh, the dice are just not in his favor. They're dice. It's random.
Yeah,
but it's like it's still technically your best option, I think, at least. And it's just not quite paying off.
It is unfortunate he's not been able to get. Obviously, he's probably not getting those target locks, knowing what Magva can do, and just very much shutting them down. But you still have that 1 potential.
Heavy barrel roll for the range 1 bullseye?
Yeah, could do.
No,
or boost to try and get out of the arc.
That is.
No, he's still very much in arc. Zyzor is very much in arc there. A 1 forward from Luke
Yeah, I think one forward, clear the stress, fire your other torpedo, right?
Yeah, target lock, fire torpedo. All charges used then. Oh, no.
Oh.
Was that outside of range 1?
Actually, yeah, I think that's still range 2, so still good for a proton.
Still good for a proton. So Andy would have used all of his charges on Luke this game.
Decides to take a lock.
So Andy is this is something he's always said. He doesn't like shooting protons without the lock. He
I mean, it
knows
makes sense, especially when
aim.
Luke has the force to modify any focus results.
Yeah.
Instinctive aim is just a nice bonus. Oh, no. That's
It
a
was
shame.
range 1 as well, though, so it's still a 4-die shot.
Oh, it's not the proton. Okay. That
It's
really
not
lets
the
that range 2 to
proton.
me.
So it's spending both force, getting 1.
2 damage?
So it depends if he spends the focus.
Oh, yeah. At the moment, 2 damage. If he spends the focus, 1.
1. I mean, I would say, yeah, spend it. So just the 1 damage. I mean, it was a tough one. He's going to get a range 1 shot from Magma, so could he have saved it, potentially saved more damage there?
I think a lot of the time in a 1v2 situation where you just cannot afford to give up points, you almost have to spend tokens defensively and just hope that you get damage through.
Yeah. Oh, that force. Luke's ability just to regain the force when he becomes the defender is very powerful. And even more so on this.
The main character.
Yeah, but even more so on this version of the ship where it's only 5 points. Like, the Battle of Yavin Luke is insane for 5 points, if you ask me.
Yeah, when I saw all of the lists and there were a lot of rebels with U-Wings and X-Wings, I really thought one of the aggressive wedge lists would make it through, but Andy's defensive Magva Luke combo is really paying off. Just healthy.
I mean, he's got great aggression from Luke with the proton torpedoes and the force. Combine that with obviously regaining the force on Luke and Magva, it is solid. It is very. Ouch. That's painful. That's more half points given up there. Console fire on Zizor as well.
Yeah, I think Ben is going to have a tricky time going back from this.
Yeah. It's not going to be easy at all.
And it's not necessary to say he's flown badly. That bump on Luke with the reposition and then like allowing space for Shizor to move in, that was great to see.
Again, against any other ship that didn't have the force, that X-Wing would have been down.
I mean, yes, that's the force, isn't it?
I mean, Han could disagree, but that is exactly how the force works. It is good.
Yep.
Zizor is stressed, so doesn't have a great option. Is that a bump? Yep, bumping as well.
Oh no, is that not fit?
No, but probably not. Depends on what Luke is doing. Might not be terrible, but possibly Luke's doing that 3 Talon.
I mean, even a K-turn will probably squeeze in next to Magva.
Yeah, flip it round. If he does that.
Oh, and he didn't use the protons in the last round, did he? So he's got that again.
Instinctive aim.
Yeah.
Because he's.
You know what? I know you said that Andy doesn't like to rely on instinctive aim, but being able to proton after a K turn is very good.
You have no mods on it though, which is the only downside. So you'd have to spend the force to do instinctive aim. So looks like he's doing it.
1 force point to spend, which and then turns to a crit. Oh, that is. Yeah. That's what Ben wants to roll, not the other way around. Although decent defense.
Yeah, just hit crit. Just hit crit.
But yeah. And what is that crit?
It is a fuel leak. Completely pointless at this point, but
rolling for the console fire doesn't die to the console fire.
Oh, that dying to the console fire would just be horrible.
it's one of those things where it's like you kind of go, "Oh, it'd be funny if I died to this," and then if it happens, you're like, "Oh, kind of."
Wasn't as funny as I thought.
Yeah, particularly
Yeah,
if it's
back
a console fire that lands on you that turn because you didn't even get a chance to remove it.
with that. Also, Luke did have the target lock there. I mean, this is such a difficult position now for Ben to be in. I mean, in all honesty, it's kind of a foregone conclusion at this point. Can he just get more damage in? 4 minutes, there's no way you can take Magma down. Like,
Yeah, time is not on Ben's side.
yeah. I mean, he's flown really well. Like you said, that Zucker Sizor pincer on Luke earlier was great. Still think maybe that one forward barrel roll with Sizor earlier could have been good, but Luke obviously did enough to get around anyway. This is game.
And that is it. Well done, Andy. We will see him in the finals.
Going to be an interesting game. We have a Rebel versus Scum final. So Scum's dominated the top 4, but they haven't made it both to the top cut. So well flown by Andy there. Very aggressive use of Luke and a great use of R2D2 as well. Like using all the charges was brilliant. Really enjoyed watching Ben fly though. Zuckers gave almost as good as he got there, to be honest, so you can't really complain on that.
Well, we've still got more of him to see.
Yes, Ben is going to go to our 3rd place round versus Josh, and then Andy is going to face off against other Ben, see if he can stop his march to the 3rd crown in Flight Academy. But yeah, stick around for that, guys. James, I hope you enjoyed that one. A Rebel victory. It's always good for you.
Yes, it is.
And guys, like I said, we have the 3rd place and the finals coming up very soon. So please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.